Lil Cam clowns Quavo after Takeoff's death. There's some evidence to believe that Lil Cam was the person who was in the yellow hoodie in the shooting video that circulated online. Ever since Takeoff's untimely demise in early November, the stuff that has been making rounds on the internet hasn't been cool. From wild conspiracy theories to the blame-shifting games, the internet has been in chaos. And now it looks like the alleged man behind the trigger, Lil Cam, has gathered some nerves to clown Quavo, Takeoff's uncle, after the rapper was killed. Definitely by now you know that one of the legendary trio of Migos is no more. Takeoff got hooked by a bullet in a bloody shootout that happened in the breaking of the 1st of November, which brought about the death of the Georgian rapper. Welcome to the channel. We're here to unravel some shocking things about Lil Cam that points accusing fingers at him concerning Takeoff's passing. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and flip on the notification button. Lil Cam, the alleged trigger man behind the death of Takeoff, has came under fire after a series of tweets from 2018 surfaced showing disdain towards the Migos. It seems he has always had a problem with Quavo particularly, and there are some old tweets where he expressed his hatred towards them. Thankfully, we have screenshots of his tweets and we will upload them in case he deletes them later. Quavo and Takeoff were both coming back from an after party at a bowling arena in Houston, Texas. Both men left their initial positions to stand in front of the arena, and here it is that all hell broke loose. At first, it was a slight altercation between Quavo and a yet-to-be ID'd dude. A mob had begun to form in front of a party house and verbal taunts were made their rounds around the irate crowd. A leaked video revealed Quavo was actually exchanging banters with someone but attempted to dodge the ensuing argument. It wasn't until he moved away that gun barrels started appearing from many dudes' pants and bang sounds resounded across the cool evening air. But immediately he turned his back to the nameless dude. Another person in the crowd unleashed his weapon and the opposing party returned the unkind gesture. In the heat of the fiasco, flying bullets made their impact too, and in a jiffy, 3 victims were down. 2 of them, a lady and a man, were hospitalized, but they scaled through unscathed. Takeoff, however, ran out of luck that night. He must have been hit from the first rounds that ensued, and it was a shot to the head. Immediately he fell down, and Quavo ran out and hurried down to his aid, but he was blacked out already. Not even the nurse, who was also partying and heard Quavo yell for help, could do much to save the night. Takeoff gave up in their hands and shortly afterwards was declared dead by the police, who arrived moments later. 21,000 people, fans, industry mates, and family gathered in the Atlanta State Farm 2 weeks later to bid Takeoff a farewell. Cardi B, Offset, Quavo, Justin Bieber, Drake, and many more bid their byes, giving speeches on his name. But what was Lil Cam's perspective in all these? A moment before getting to that, quickly subscribe to this channel and like the video if you haven't already. Even though Quavo didn't make any posts on social media immediately afterwards, he wrote a wordy tribute to Takeoff on his IG some days ago. A lot was said, but this is how it began. It's so hard to tell you I'ma miss you, because you always with me, and we did everything together. Since we was kids, you been by my side looking up on me. Demise waiting for me to make the next move. Then you followed up right behind me. You always made sure I did first, so you could do it right with me. He also uploaded a collage of photos showing him and Takeoff. The collage sequence from their childhood days to when they released their latest album together, only built for infinity links. Takeoff has long left us, but the mystery behind his taking off is still a question in our faces. The whole fiasco is still a puzzle. No one is sure of anything exactly how the hell broke loose that night, but what we know is that there are fingers pointing at a few suspects. And may we agree that they are not yet taken in or interrogated by police forces, but these are mere speculations on who might have been the trigger of Takeoff's fall. Replaying the video of the shooting will reveal there's more than one shooter. The probable suspects at this time are the 2 fellas known as Amigo Bands and Lil Cam. There's light proof to believe Lil Cam is the person donning the yellow hoodie in the video. There's also word that Lil Cam might be the murderer because he pulled the trigger first that night. As earlier said, these are just speculations and more speculations. However, should that be true, only time will reveal. However, according to the internet, Lil Cam tops the suspect list as well as his Twitter account. A look at some of his tweets after the incident is quite unsettling. It says here, "The impossible, I did that the other day. Ain't into the clout, but I stayed going viral." At some point he sounded boastful about the fact that he did something quite impossible, though he didn't state it directly. Everyone knows what he's hinting at, supposedly. But that's not all the posting that Lil Cam did to make it even more assuming. He said he's not into the clout, yet he's posting all these tweets. It makes no damn sense, really. However, the next tweet is what arouses the most attention of all the stuff he's uploaded online. "Most of that shit cat, can't go for any of that. You say it's facts, prove it." Why in the world would he put that up on the internet for everyone to see, just days after Takeoff's passing? Didn't he know he is the most probable suspect on everyone's radar? He's pretty much admitting that he did it, but then, no concrete evidence, just speculations. An online conversation he had made its way to the internet some days ago, and it seems like Quavo and Takeoff were aware of the Lil Cam threat long before any brawl took place. As it would seem that Lil Cam wasn't cool with the Migos crew since back in the days, and dude envied the fame and respect the trio garnered. Several insulting posts on Instagram showed that Lil Cam wasn't a big fan. That very night, Takeoff and a girl he was with talked about the possibility of Lil Cam doing something ugly to them. The girl said,
"These guys around you, I don't trust. They had guns all on their seats."
Then later in the social media chat, the girl also said,
"Wow, are you alright? Why is your friend and Quavo arguing so loud? Is everything okay?"
A number of other conversations with her revealed that the girl had sensed something was wrong about the dude Quavo was having a verbal altercation with. But Takeoff brushed it off and said he was sure nothing was gonna go wrong, but that turned out to be a massive mistake that cost his life. The reason he probably didn't feel threatened is because this wasn't the first night he was in a party like that, where brawls and verbal exchange were given and tension rose in the room. But given that Quavo was shooting dice and some dude was losing money, it was kind of expected. Takeoff tried soothing the girl's curiosity and assured her nothing was gonna go awry. How fallacious that ended up being. The girl's instincts were primary. It turned out Quavo and Takeoff should have probably left earlier. Social media users think the same thing too, as one user even commented,
"Yeah, if that was real, she had instincts that he could have counted on because she really had his back. She was letting him know that security details should have been seen and acted on."
There's a chance you aren't convinced of the authenticity of those messages by the girl. Guess what? You may be right. Because so many folks aren't believing these stories too. Be that as it may, based on the intricate details given that night by the girl that lends credence to the whole saga. It's definite that she seemingly was there, and the conversations could be real. Another thing that's real is the fact that Lil Cam actually uploaded those posts himself. He should have done wiser and post anything online at all. Is he guilty or not? Still speculations. Still speculations, but he still should have kept his front door shut and not post anything online at all. Really, with all the losses the industry has suffered in recent times, Pop Smoke was popped down nonchalantly, P&B Rock happened subtly, and now it's Takeoff. There's a whole mess of senseless chaos going on in the hip-hop world, and folks can't seriously take it anymore. While hoping for the coming days to breathe some fresh air on the scene, what do you think about Lil Cam's assuming tweets? Did he really do it, or are the tweets just plain innocent coincidences? Would like to read your comments in the section below. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more videos.